So, we're gonna be doing some magazine harvesting. That's what I like to call it. We're harvesting some magazines. So, what we need to do is cut through these magazines. We're gonna find some cool stuff in here and we'll use them for future collage art projects. So, it's just something fun that we could do together, checking out these magazines. Now, I do magazine hauls on my channel where I like find a bunch of magazines and then I'll show them off as like a magazine haul. And it's really interesting because you can see all these different publications and different times. Now, this was going to be a video haul. I got all of these Wired magazines and they are from I forget now. Shoot, I forget. I think it's like 2019. Could be 2019. That says 19.1 on it. That's a good question. I should have remembered that before we went live. But I guess we'll figure. Oh no, 2011. So this is a full year from 2011 of Wired magazines. So we're gonna go through and cut them up, but we're gonna check them out together. But I had a bunch of stuff to do today first, and I kind of even got late. I was thinking like I'd do this at 1, but then I was running around and it's all hot outside. And we went to a couple of Dollar Trees. Now I don't know about your Dollar Tree around your neighborhood. I found these little wooden rulers. Now you may ask, why would I use wooden rulers? And I use this plastic one to cut on. Now I don't know if this is good practice or anything, so go ask an art professional or something, but for me, I have like a metal one. Now I know it's safer and it's gonna not cut into these because sometimes my razor will cut into these or slice the top. But I've noticed that metal ones or stainless steel or anything that's heavy will scratch the magazine paper. It'll like start scratching it and leave scratches on it. So that's why I use these flimsy ones. And obviously you start running along the edge with a razor blade on these wooden ones, you're gonna start having wood shavings. Next thing you know, you go start a fire or something. Maybe we'll keep them for, camping supplies. I don't know, but it's just kind of funny. This actually says $1.25 on it. I went to 2 different Dollar Trees today. There's one right down the street from my house. Right down the street. I think they must be going out of business, this one, because it's just empty all the time. But now it's not $1.25. They have a bunch of stuff that's $1.50, so they're up in the price. It's going up. I don't know about the Dollar Tree by your area, but the one right down the street from my house, almost everything now is $1.50, or it's like $5 or something. You need to go to the price checker and see, because it's not just dollar stuff anymore at that one. And then we went to a different one that was further away because my daughter wanted to get some stuff and I was looking for some things as well that they didn't have over there. They didn't have hardly anything over there. And we went there and they were still $1.25. So I don't know, but the other ones have $1.50 on. It wasn't just temporary, like it was inside the tag. So that was something that's going on that I thought I would share with y'all. It's no longer Dollar Tree. It's no longer $1.25 tree. It's gonna be $1.50 tree. So it's going up. Might as well just be like 10 and below. Everything's $10 and below or something, because there's a lot of stuff in there for like $5-10 as well. All right, so that's that little story, and then that's why I'm a little late, because I rushed back here to get it done because the other one was further away. But I wanted to cut up some of these magazines. Now I don't think that I don't think we'll get through them all today in this live stream. I think, maybe we'll stream for an hour or so, just kind of hang out. We're just hanging out. So I figured that, maybe if we could cut through half of them, that's kind of ambitious as well, but we'll kind of look through kind of reaction, check these out. What was it like in 2011 in these Wired magazines? Now, if I see something kind of inappropriate or something, because they are magazines, you never know what you're going to come across. I don't know about in these, but I'll just flip the page real quick and we'll just move on, just not to sit on anything. Look, in 2011, they're already talking about artificial intelligence. Look at this robot. I like this robot. I would actually maybe make something with this guy. I wonder if there's like a big picture of him in here. That would be cool. We can make some collage art with that. So what we're going to do, cut out all the good stuff that we see. We'll maybe leave some stuff. We're not going to get everything, but I won't throw these away or anything, but cut out some good stuff that we see, start making some piles of them. Now I already have boxes that are separated where these are like headshots, or these are like jewelry, and these are cars and automotive and boats and yachts and stuff like that. And I try to separate them, and I'll show you guys that stuff in these videos here in the future. So for now, we're going to get these cut up. Maybe we'll pick some for like some future future collage art projects here in the near future, and then we'll put the rest away to get organized with the other boxes. So nothing's going to waste. We're just gonna, start organizing it and then make some cool collage art. Now, if you were stopping by and you wanted to see some collage art stuff, which we do in our live streams, I'm actually just gonna post a video of me making one of those quick collages later, here in like an hour or something. After this is done, I'll go ahead and publish that video. It's already uploaded. I was just letting YouTube finish processing it and whatever. It's just a simple one with a dinosaur. It's got T-Rex in it. So if you want to check that one out, hang out for some collage stuff. This is where we're going to get our collage materials at. We have a full haul here. This is actually a full haul, a full year of these Wired magazines. So 2011, full year. I should have looked. It's right there in the corner. I was all looking around. It says it right here. January 2011. So we have a full haul. Let's see how we can get through them. Let's see what they are, because actually, I'll be honest with you, I don't have any Wired magazines. These are the only ones I have right here. This is the first set of Wired. Now, I've seen them in the past, but I don't actually own any of them. Well, now I do. I own a full year set. So that's a haul. I guess, we're not doing it like a traditional magazine haul on my channel. Usually I flip through them all, kind of show what we have. But today, we're just going to be slicing and dicing and finding all the cool stuff inside of them so we can make some cool stuff here in the future now. When I say we, I mean we, because we're going to cut these up and we're going to save some of the clippings, and I might use some and we could create it on the channel, but I think we'll create some together in these live streams. But also, I'm going to take a bunch of these clippings and we're going to build some packs together. I like to call them packs. I'm going to put these packs and we'll make like a bunch of random ones in here, put it in a bag and ship it out to someone for free. We're just going to give them away on the channel here in the future. I was going to sell those because I have really cool packs that I was working on. I'm like, it's a lot of work and I don't really want to be selling these all the time, and what would someone pay for these? And really, I just want to see what people would create with these clippings that we get. And so that's why I figured give them away. And I'm going to be doing the free magazine Friday here. I hope to get it started up by this Friday, where we give away free magazines on the channel, because I have a whole bunch. I have thousands of magazines. I know I always say that, but I really do. And you can tell from all these videos, just thousands of magazines. What am I going to do with them? I'd rather just share. I'm going to just share, because I get them for free sometimes. I buy them for cheap sometimes. I actually bought this set for really cheap, and someone mailed it to me, and I was like, kind of weird. Let me tell you guys about this little scam real quick that I think is happening in the world today. You may be aware of it or not. I'm not sure if this was part of it, but this one could have been part of it. Now, people sell stuff for really cheap online. These are magazines. They're heavy. I know. They cost a lot to ship. Even if you shipped it in media mail, it's kind of like, it's still expensive. They're heavy. They're books. You know what I'm saying? These are like books. This is a big old stack. It's a full year. So what is there, 12 issues here? So it's a lot. So they sold it for really cheap. And it's like, how could you even make any money? Like any money? Like you're actually losing money because of how expensive magazines are to ship. So I feel like, that's kind of questionable, because I got it for so cheap, and it's like, and then it came from New Jersey. And I'm like, okay, first off, that's really far. It's really far. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. So now you're going to send it from New Jersey all the way over here to the PNW. It's like, that's going to cost. It's going to cost. But they sold it to me for really cheap. And this is something that I've seen. I've seen this happen several times here in the recent couple orders. Not every order. I've seen it at least 3 or 4 times where I order something and it seems ridiculously cheap, or the shipping is way cheap, and it's like, how are you making any money, right? That's the first thing I'm thinking, is like, how are you even making any money from this? And then I realize, then what happens is, here's how it goes. You get it really cheap, and then they give you a tracking number, and you start tracking it and everything. And I think they're tracking it as well. They're watching it. And as soon as your package tells you that it's the day that it's coming, your package is out for delivery, you'll get a text message. You'll get a message somehow, text message, email, saying your address is not valid and we can't find your address and you need to click on this link to, we'll get you your package. You just got to update your thing. And it's like, like it almost, it sounds stupid. Like, why would people fall for it? But like for me, this is a newer community here, and the addresses, that is true. Like these addresses don't really show up. I've had to register it multiple times, and things that could happen. So it's like, oh, they almost knew, and they keep doing that, and they keep trying to, maybe I feel like they losing money hoping that they can get you to click on this link saying that your package isn't going to be there. Because you know how people are with their packages, like, oh no, it's not going to be here, it's supposed to be here today, and they start panicking, and maybe they click the link. So watch out for that one. If the package seems really cheap, like I'm wondering about these. And look at this picture. This kind of reminds me of, this is the person who's doing it. This is what they look like on the other end of the screen. They kind of look like this. He's creepy, he's sneaky, he's out to get your information. So I don't know. It happened with these. How did you make any money with these? How did you make anything? I feel like you would lose money. Like you would be losing money by shipping all these magazines to me, and then for so cheap. Like, you must have got them for free. You must have a deal with the post office to ship them. You're sending them from New Jersey. I feel like you look like this. And then I get that text, and I've seen that text multiple times. It's happened multiple times from buying stuff online, and it's always the trick of like the cheap shipping. Let me adjust this mic just a little bit over here, because I'm going to be over here cutting. Hopefully it's not too loud. I can't even hear my voice. I could see the levels going up and down, and it doesn't appear to be in the red, so that's pretty good. If I touch this though, I'm going to try to touch it one more time. Sorry for this. This mic, it's like got this hollow inside, and if you touch it, it does this weird like tingy sound. So here's our new razor blade from yesterday that I had to bail out on because it was just so sharp and was like dragging on the cuts. It felt really weird. We're gonna give it another shot today, and since it's really sharp, we'll go ahead and cut through some of this. Now, you know, to start with some of these, I don't know, sometimes I would drop the metal ruler on here, because when I cut these bindings, sometimes I just go through and cut the pages out, but a lot of times, like I have so many clippings and I have so many magazines to go through, I just want clippings for. Sometimes I'll take the box cutter, I'll grab this metal measuring tape, just drop it on the top of here, and take this box cutter and just pull at it and just cut these things up, and then I'll go through them page by page so I don't have to keep slicing. But these ones will have to kind of pop back in and just keep slicing. So the good thing I like to do is get a good line for these first couple, because if you do that, then it'll kind of build its own line along it. So let's go ahead and get this slicing. This is the Cadillac here. It's not like your grandpa's Cadillac anymore, although it still is built in America. I'm not it's not something I'm purchasing with my money, but you know, it does look pretty cool. I like the back of it, and they do drive it nice, but how nice are they? You know what I'm saying? Not really sure. Thought I just heard myself echoing there. Is the volume coming out of this? I'm not sure if the volume's coming out of that computer, my voice. That'd be funny. We got a weird back. I can't hear what's happening, so hopefully there's not like an echo of my voice going on. So text is good. Text is good to keep. We'll just start a pile of text. Let's start. I do like this. The problem is I see here is there's a little rip on the top. Sometimes when they're closer to the front, you know, who knows what's going to be in there. And then there's just some random stuff, like who knows. I do have a box and some bags that say miscellaneous, and they just have random miscellaneous things. I'm not going to do too much of that in this video here, but let me just show you what you might see inside the miscellaneous bag. You might see some stuff like this guy. So if you pulled out the miscellaneous and you're like, they just got a little robot, like I don't really know what that dude is, but it's just kind of funny, and you never know. So that's why in the miscellaneous bag it has a bunch of random stuff. And now I need to be checking both sides before I get to cutting. I don't think I'm gonna do much cutting like that. We're gonna get the papers to the side, the ones that we want, and I'm gonna push that robot guy way to the side. And I don't think I need clean energy. They keep trying to tell me sign up for it. They'll charge me double if I want to sign up for it and feel good inside, but my bank account doesn't feel good inside when you take double the cash from me. PGE. What you talking about, man? All right, here goes some more. So is that a mountain? No. Okay, so I mean, it's pretty cool. They are in the water, so I'd say that's pretty cool. So we'll just go ahead and put it over there with that worker guy right there. This could be cool. I mean, it's just different. He's, you know, Looking at his grapes. I don't know. Are those organic? I'm not really sure. Let's, we need a third pile. Maybe we should have kept it with the people. That dude with the people. We got to get our stacks kind of rolling. So we got some people. We got some random stuff there. We do keep advertisements. I'll just throw those to the side. I like the phone there. That one's pretty cool. So you can see it's dated. It's dated. But would you use that sidekick? It kind of looks like a sidekick. You know, I like those. I think a sidekick phone. I'm not sure if that's a sidekick. It doesn't look like it. Maybe it just pops up in the keyboard. I actually feel like that would be a popular phone model these days. Like Apple, you might want to think about that. Is let your phone pop up, split it in half instead of that folding stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just have the pop up. I used to love that phone. Pop it up and then have the keyboard. Man, those sidekicks are crazy. I liked it. That was a different times, you know what I'm saying? Different times. Here we got a Lincoln, a stankin' Lincoln. Ooh, look at the little robots though. So they're little. Hopefully we can get a big picture of this robot, because I would love to have some magazine clippings of that robot. Should I keep the little ones? I don't really need this car. I have a bunch more cars. Way nicer cars than that. I'll tell you what, I can see a supercar magazine sitting right there. All right, look, you've seen this. Probably seen that movie. And then here's some movie ones. What's that? Alice in Wonderland. Sometimes I feel like that's the world I live in. So let's put that in. We've got to get our stacks going. I guess let's put that here with like some advertisement and stuff, kind of. So now it's getting trippy. I mean, I think it's going to get weird. We'll just see. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure how many magazines we'll get through today, but we're harvesting the magazines. I'm not really sure about that. That's kind of cool. It's kind of corded. We'll just put that in our miscellaneous pile, because you never know what you're going to need. Or what you want to, what sparks your inspiration. That doesn't seem useful at all. And you know what? I just kind of got that old magazine smell, just a little bit. That weird phone. Oh, he's the cartoon crown guy. Look at that. He's getting, oh, he's got a donut too. Man, I've been craving donuts lately. I have not been eating much donuts or sweets. Just trying to get, that's for Rogaine. Let's get your hair back. I've been trying to, you know, not cut back. I like to have like sweets after dinner, like a dessert or something. Trying to keep it steady, but I have been working out every morning, and it's feeling really good. Like it was a tough habit to get in motion, to do that right in the morning time. That's cool. Her blowing that, I love it how it comes out of the screen. Hope you guys are seeing this, but it comes out of the screen, so you could definitely use that. I'm gonna put that, I don't feel like this Cadillac's premium, but I'm gonna maybe make that the premium pile. But yeah, doing that workout in the morning is really like, I don't know, it's kind of set me up to feel better. It's kind of like gets me awake. Oh, I like that. He's jumping. It looks like a snowmobile, but there's dirt going on, and I'll cover that. But it looks like there's like dirt, so they're riding those snowmobiles in the dirt. Dirt Devils is what that's called. If you know, go ahead and drop a comment. I don't know, I guess you could ride those in the dirt. I've seen people take them across ice or across water before. Don't need that guy's face. I like the text. We'll just keep the text. And then I don't know, I've never seen this show. I don't know what that show is. Something tells me it's discontinued, but you might know. So anything you know, let us all know. But, oh, I'm going to take that slice. So see now how that I got my good slice there. I can kind of just go along with it, and it just kind of goes smoothly. It's what I do in the ASMR videos. I like those. They're like skis. They're pretty cool. And then I like that text up there too, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to put that into the keeper pile. We got Bose. We got a Bose speaker. Man, Bose has the beats, man. Ooh, I like those, though. I do like those. Bose has always had the beats. Ever since I was a kid, I remember finding an old junky Bose speaker, and it was just so junky, and nobody wanted it, and it was just one, and we had the stereo systems back in the day like that, the big stereos, and I hooked that thing up, and it just pounded. That thing pounded so hard. I love that Bose speaker. It was awesome. There's Apple, like Maybe a bunch of worms eating up on the apple. I kind of like that too. It's kind of cartoonish though. Let's put it over here. I don't do too much cartoon collaging. And check out these cameras. I wonder how many would they got? 2 megapixels? They probably got like 2 megapixels. I wonder if we can see how many megapixels this has. It has a 6x zoom. Megapixels. It's got a 1.4. It has a 1.4 megapixel on that. Crazy to think that like my smartphone has like 48 or something crazy these days. It's just wild to see how the technology is changing. Dude, is that a bar of gold? He might have a bar of gold right there. Oh, I like that. I like that so much. Like you could turn something really cool out of that piece. Let's put it in the gold pile. That's what we're gonna do. Looks like we have some alien spacecrafts or something. Oh, it does say aliens right there. Okay, I like this text that they be using up here, so that's pretty cool. Ooh, that's a wicked piece right there. Aliens and avatars. I like it. I mean, it's something. We'll keep the aliens. We'll put them in the gold pile. Nissan. Now, oh, look at the kicks. Look at the kicks. Which pair would you wear? Which pair would you wear? I guess it's all the same brand. Are those all Converse is what they look like. But they're definitely different. Yeah, so they're different design ones. And so they're like by different artists. So that's cool. Kicks. I like the kicks. I have a whole bunch of kicks. The video we did in our live stream yesterday had those Nikes in it, and I'm going to be posting that short today. So even though yesterday's live stream we created that piece of quick collage art, then the next day I post the short to see that quick transformation video. So watch out for that today. And since we're not making collage art in this video today, I'm going to go ahead and post a long form video of us doing some of that collage. It just wasn't a live stream. It's the same thing. And then we'll post that one tomorrow. So we're going to just keep it going. Bejeweled. You ever play that game? I had never played that game. I like that alien right there. Space Race. I've never played. We got some aliens here. I've never played this game. Don't have it. Looks like some Candy Crush. Those aliens are creepy, bro. I'm gonna have nightmares now. I don't want nightmares. I want to get some good sleep. That's the thing is I've been sleeping a little bit better, and then I've been working out in the morning. And just another thing, I started taking some protein powder in the morning time to kind of give me, I like that, I'll put it over there, to kind of give me that extra boost. And, you know, since I'm breaking down my muscles, it's kind of good to rebuild them up a little bit. So I'm no, gym head. I'm no crazy workout guy. I mean, I'm kind of I'm in shape a little bit, just because we live out here in the Pacific Northwest. Everything's about going out and being out in nature, so you kind of got to walk everywhere if you want to do anything until it rains, and then put your raincoat on. Look at that cowboy. Now I have some cowboy stuff coming up in the future, but he's about to lasso him something. Not really sure what he's lassoing. That would be really tricky though, because how are you gonna cut and keep that little rope? You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of glary to see some of this stuff, but how are you going to keep that little rope unless you kept him into it? Now, I do like the text and stuff on there too, so we'll keep him. He's not totally gone. This guy, he's gone. Your computer's out of date. I can't live stream with that. So I'm going to put you down here, and we may cut all that stuff up for extra pieces later on in the future. Bunch of advertisements, some weird aliens. I don't really like those guys. They're another nightmare thing. And then this is weird. There's like some back alley stuff happening here. She's like, pass me the MacBook. I got the secret data on there. They've been data harvesting, you know what I mean? And then she met him in the alley, and she's like, just slip this. It's all on the MacBook. So I don't know. That's the vibe it's giving me. I'm gonna keep that because she seems a little suspicious. What's happening? She looks trustworthy, but is she trustworthy? I don't know. The way she's sliding out that MacBook makes it think. Unless he's like, give up the MacBook. It's like, that's like people stealing iPhones. It's like, they're all locked, right? They could all be tracked, right? Ooh, look at that. There's your house underground. Oh, the vault. It has the vault down there. Oh, that's sick. It's the Intuit ad. So, you know, doing this kind of stuff reminds me of like maybe in the future I could get sponsorships from like places like this. Like, yeah, Intuit, sponsor me, and then I'll make a thing out of your ad. I'll make some collage art out of your ad, and I'd totally make one out of this. Look at the volts down there. That one's sick, man. How can I keep that like extra to the side? We're going to do something with that soon. I could see something. Oh, what? We got another one. What does he have here? Oh, it's the data servers. The servers are down low here. Watch out. Which one's more valuable? Which one's more valuable, you think? The vault full of money or the servers full of data? Data seems to be the money right now. That guy, he's looking a little sad. Sorry. A little sad. Here we go. We got the movie poster. Can you see it? Whew, it's colorful. I do like the color. You can do some stuff with it. I don't necessarily just want to use the movie poster, but I do like the movie reel, or you know, the film reel right there. That's pretty cool. So I like that. Oh, here's a digital page. Oh no! Oh, we almost missed him. We almost missed the robot. There he is. I don't really care about the movie reel now. I'll keep whatever's out, but we have the robot. We have him. He's big. He's crazy. He's here to be your girlfriend. Oh shit. All right, we'll put him. Actually, I'm gonna put him in the real keep because now he can be part of something else. He's up here too. He's a little guy up there. And look at the money maze. We're all stuck in the money maze right now. Can you afford the Dollar Tree items? They're no longer $1 anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be stuck in the money maze. I'll keep the money maze. I'm gonna keep all that right there. Keep that stuff good. Now, got some yellow. The question is with that yellow, would you ever need this yellow to kind of incorporate it, like slice this weird? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it here, but if I wanted this yellow still, like maybe I did something to like incorporate. Ooh, a little rippy. But I might like try to bring that into something, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure if I would do that, but just thinking, you know, thinking when I'm making stuff of like what am I tossing and what could I potentially use for collage art projects in the future. It's an idea. It's a trashed idea. I trashed it. It's not really trash. I got it there in the little scrap pile. I got a whole bunch of stuff in there. Ooh, what are we playing? Monopoly now? Check it out. I got the car. I have the car. I didn't know the car had a remote control though. The car has a remote control. Oh yeah, it's this camera. I keep showing it to the wrong camera. There's the camera. So we have the Monopoly car, but it's a remote control. I like that. Now, that brings the question. If you were playing Monopoly, what is your character? Or what do you call it? You know, which one are you choosing? You know, are you going to be the car? You're going to be the shoe? Which one are you going to choose? I don't remember. I haven't played it in a while. I'm trying to remember what the other ones are. I don't remember what the other ones are. But you know, you played it. Come on. I don't remember. I played it. I'd take the shoe. It's a shoe win. This guy. Let's get past it because you see what he's holding there. He's surviving out in the woods. He doesn't look like a survival type to me. He kind of looks like a comedian. So I don't know if he's making fun of that because it doesn't look like he'd survive very long without his lunch. You know what I mean? He needs his lunch. So we're gonna get it out of the way because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. He's hunting and stuff. And do you believe that that's gonna land on the moon? Or is this the one that's going to Mars? That's some fancy tinfoil right there. It's gold plated, so it's totally good for that radiation belt. I'm sure it can hold up to the radiation belt. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that because I want to go to the moon too. Sheesh, I have tinfoil. Here we go. This is their science lab. They're doing science stuff. Why is there a plastic chair? And why is it there? I don't know. He's got to inspect the machine and he can't stand up the whole time, okay? He hasn't got those Dr. Scholl's insoles yet, you know? He needs the hard-working ones, but until then, he's sitting in his flimsy little red chair. just kind of seems inadequate to be in a place like this. Where we're building spaceships, bruh. We're building spaceships and rockets. We're going to the moon. I don't care what you say. It's going straight up until it curves, you know. It's going straight up, I promise you. We're going out outer space. I kind of want to keep that though, because that looks really cool. It looks cool. I've heard if you go to these launches that it's really intense. I have never been to one, so you could tell us all if we should all go see one. Someone was telling me, you got to experience once in your life. And I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of experiences I need to do once in my life. And I ain't experienced hardly any of them. No, I'm joking. I've been around a little bit. Been down and around. All right, we're going to keep cutting. Ignore my country tunes. I got that new country album coming out soon. What is that? Handcuffs? What is it? I don't really know what it is. It's a man trap. It's not a bear trap. It's a man trap. We'll trap him in there. Yep, man walking to a bank. Oh, this is how we get you. This is how we get. We need this for our little vault and stuff, you know. It's the man trap. I could think of a lot better man traps. They should have me design the man trap. Well, they trap me with some magazines. Say, come pick up some free magazines. You got it. That's like crime scene and stuff. Let me cover that real quick. And then cut through this one and get it on out of here. Yeah, I felt like that one. Ooh, I almost threw that away. See, that's why you gotta check both sides. Check both sides. You never really know. Look, it's a brain. See, you get a bigger brain the more books you read. Now, does that apply to magazines? Probably not. But I'm gonna say you can grow your brain by reading magazines or books. I got a funny book. I have to show it sometime that I just recently got. But looks like we're getting through here. Getting through this one. I'm gonna just cut this binding off. Just slice. Oh, you know, that's that sound. That's that golden sound when you clip that last one and it just clips off. And you're like, okay, look at that. What are those guys? That's the Twitter. He looks like a Twitter. He's got a little bird on him. I feel like there's a name for these little face sculptures. I just don't remember what it is. It's some kind of art style. I don't know. We'll keep it. Do some research. Maybe if you read the magazine, it might help. No, ain't no one got no time for that. What do we look like? Someone with a bunch of time to just live stream every day? Okay, I guess I have been doing that. So let's see. These are just some ads at the end. Looks like Avatar in a movie theater, which is actually really cool. Look at this. It's for a Samsung, but check that out. It's like the avatars on the screen, right? Now this is the back cover, but that's really cool. Like you could cut out the hand and have the avatar. Now you could change the movie. You could change the movie in the collage project. I like that one. I really like it because you can get creative. You can keep the movie. I like the movie. People like that movie. That is for the original one because we're in 2001 or 2011. Okay, it's official. We knocked out one book. We're pretty slow. Sorry, not y'all. Y'all ain't slow. I'm going slow. Now remember the thing I told you earlier. If you don't remember in our earlier conversation, you can go back and watch this video later. But this guy's trying to get you. He's trying to sneak and get you. He shipped you this package for way cheap. Why would he send you all these magazines for dirt cheap? Because he's going to try to get you to say your address needs updated and he's going to send you a link. And that link's going to help him bring your package to your house. But it's not. He's sneaky. He's going to try to take your information. Don't fall for that trick. Anyway, let's see if we see him in here. He's probably lurking around in here. He's lurking. We're going to go. Since it's our first cut, this is just what I like to do. Do whatever you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just come through with some scissors and get the little page. I like to cut through it all. I really do. Sometimes I have so many magazines that I don't really like to come back around. That's why in some of them, and I'll show you in the future, I'll just go cut that whole binding off, and then I slice the whole binding off, and then we'll go through it, you know, so I'm not just keep pulling the blade out and cutting and stuff. But since we're chilling and we're just hanging out, we're just checking out some magazines together, we're just friends, we're just hanging out, real chill vibes, we don't need to get all crazy and aggressive with cutting off the bindings like that. Maybe some of them I'll go ahead and cut them off, and then we'll just have fun flipping through them real fast and just like action round, you know. People's attention span, so it's hard to do it. But this is more of a chill lounge. We're chilling out. Now, this is a cool watch, but I have so many watches. I have these Rob Report magazines. I actually have a magazine haul. I haven't posted of it yet. The Rob Report. Man, those are like some luxurious magazines, but they are selling watches. They are selling some serious watches. That's all they're doing is putting out watch advertisements. It's like, dude, if I see another watch, I guess I have a watch, but I like my watch simple. I like it plain. Or not plain. I don't know if the word's plain. You tell me what you think if it's plain. But I just don't like the flashiness of it. And sometimes I have this in like silver. So then it's silver, and then I have a bracelet on. You know, if I want to step it up, I'm in Vegas. You know, we're out partying or something. So I don't really know. I could step it up a little bit, but I don't really like the super duper flashy, like gaudy type of watches. I used to. I've been there. So we'll just go ahead and put that. That's some cool text. Look at this creepy dude. Look, he's in the door. The second part is that text right there. But let me just cover the text. Look, he's peeking out. He's looking. What are you doing out there? What's happening, huh? I want to know what he's hiding behind that door. He's hiding something. He has some secrets, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. Maybe not. Okay, she's getting her vax there. We're going to get that out of there. She's pretty. She's chilling down. Is that a pool? That is like a pool in the hallway of their house. Is that their house? If that's their house, they're balling, bro. They're straight balling. She's got the spot. Oh, no, it's Hilton. This is at the Hilton. Okay. Read between the lines. It looks nice, though. It looks pretty. Seems like a Hilton place. It's pretty nice. Not something we need. Why are they pumping this movie so hard? I guess this was the year, huh? And, explore. Explore. You're gonna need to, things are gonna break down on you, and you're gonna be exploring. All right, you're gonna be exploring. Okay, we already had this, so we're gonna probably see multiple ads, because this is just the next month. This is just the next month. Same year, next month. I have a whole year, same year, so we may see some of it. Now this is Clayface. I don't know, some of this stuff may spark something in your mind. You may remember it. It looks like he got punched in the face. Someone made a clay sculpture, and then they said, I'm sick of this, get out of here. So I don't know what that's about. We'll keep him. I don't know. You know, you want some abstract, surreal collage art. We're going to get surreal, all right. It's going to get real surreal up in here. Anyway, let me go and cut some more here just to make sure that we're... Oops. See, I did a little waviness. Get a little wavy. This ain't the beach. This ain't California, bruh. All right, here we go. That's cool. I don't know what it is, but... he looks pretty cool. I think he has like one of those is that an Apple? It looks like an Apple, like device on his strapped to his arm. Looks pretty cool. He has a little disc there. He's about to hack something. Now here's a funny story. So the compact disc. I remember back in the day, so I used to make music. I make music with friends and stuff, and I ran recording studios. It's just what I did is, you know, with sound, which is kind of funny because I don't have very good sound here, but, you know, it's something. It's something. But I used to run sound, and I would always burn these CDs for everyone. They'd burn CDs out of the studio. And I remember telling people, I was like, dude, CDs are going to become extinct. And I remember like 5 dudes all trying to clown me. They tried to have like a joking party, like laughing at me, saying like how crazy I am and how wild that is. It's like, no way, well, those discs come. I'm like, it's just common sense. Why would I want to buy something that can just get all scratched up and not work properly? You know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna, now I have to go buy it again, and then I can only listen to the one song, and it's like, I just knew. I had an instinct. There wasn't MP3s out at that time yet. They were just like compact discs for the everything. And I was just like, they're going to go extinct. They're not going to be around forever. And, you know, they're still here. You can go buy a vinyl record. You know, that's still here too. But I knew that the times were going to change, and I knew that CDs were not it. And all those dudes tried to clown me. Who's laughing now, huh? Who's laughing now? I bet you stream your music on Spotify or something. You better put your ID in. We need to know that you're of age. Look at this gorilla. He's cool. He's got his remote. He's just kicking it. I like him. We could be friends. I could be friends with this dude. maybe not work with him in the working environment where he's driving around doing wheelies by the printer. That's not cool, bruh. And this is kind of crazy. I don't know how much you can see that, but look at the little skeleton arm coming and grabbing the hand. So that's wild. You gotta pick. You gotta pick which one you want. I don't want this guy's face. I don't know. Maybe he's important. Help me. Oh, look at her and her scarf. Look at that. It's weird. I know it's different. It's just like, well, what would you do with that? Like, well, what could you possibly do with her? I don't know, but I love how long her scarf is. I don't like how the text is over her right here and right here, but I think you can cover that up or do something with it. And then this can like reach around something. I don't quite know yet, but if it like had that color vibe, maybe something pink or something. She has the gray on, so she's different. But how do I remember her? I won't forget you, girl. I promise I won't forget you. I'm gonna fold her like that, and now she won't be forgotten. We'll remember her and see if we make some collage with her here in the near future. What would that scarf do? I don't know what that scarf would do. Could be grabbing something. Could have hands on it, poking out, grabbing something. I see a cool little guy down there, but he's not that cool. Here's a VW. Hey, that VW is only $15,000. Do you think it's still $15,000? I would say not. What is that? Nope. Nope. Don't show that. That's just baking soda. Don't worry about that. So if I see something weird, we're just gonna get rid of it. We don't want any questionable stuff, just because I prefer to be on YouTube's good side. Me and YouTube are friends. This is my new channel, so YouTube, if you don't mind sharing this out to people. I know you said you're gonna limit my reach, but it's like, well, my page is already pretty small, so I don't care. You know, it's like 80 people or something, and it's really cool. I actually like, I don't mind that. That's kind of cool. That's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. In my mind, I've done, like, getting back to the music stuff, is, have you ever done a show for 80 people? Now, that may seem small. You may have been to, like, the Moda Center, and it's packed with all types of people in there, and it's like 20,000 people, and that's a lot of people, too. But if you take 80 people and cram them in a little room like where we're at right now, you cram them in a little room and then you turn up the bass, oh man, that place will be jumping. You'll have the time of your life. You and those 80 people will have a bond like no other. And so when I think of it like that, it's like, man, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't even think I could talk to 80 people in one night at a concert, so that'd be crazy. Nowadays, nobody talks to anybody. It seems kind of weird because I like talking to everybody. I go around and I'm always chatting with everybody. Like at the Dollar Tree, I had a full-on conversation with that lady at the cash register, and she's telling me how a little bird landed on her patio, and the bird stayed there for like 5 minutes, and she just watched it the whole time. She's an oldie lady, and she said she has a bird feeder, and she's, you know, had it for a long time, but she's telling me how the bird just landed there and just didn't fly away, and stayed there. And she's like, I've never seen a bird just chill and hang out for so long. And she was so happy. No one else was going to listen to her story. No one else was going to hear what she had to say about her little bird experience. And no one else is probably going to even know it happened. Now you know it happened. The lady at the Dollar Tree, she had a bird experience today where she hung out with the bird for like 5 minutes and he didn't go away. And she loved it. It just made her day. But also talking to her, oh, I see a little red mark. I might have got a little loud there. Apologize. But yeah, just she, you know, had a good time. She experienced that, and she had no one to share it with. And I was just chatting with her. It's like, you know, being nice to people and just, you know, asking them stuff. Not just like, how you doing? Oh, good. You know, it's kind of hollow, and you know they don't even mean to ask it. But we just started talking about random stuff, and I do that all the time. And yeah, you know, it made that lady's day, I think, and I got to hear her cool story, so that was cool. I like chatting with people like that. These are kind of cool. These are for, like, your bicycles, so all types of bike locks and things like that, so, you know, we could use it. We could maybe use it, you know. We might need to lock somebody up or lock a bicycle up or lock our sports car up. This looks crazy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's wild. I'm sure you can make something wild with that. Brian eyes. Oh wait, that's not how it goes. I'm not gonna sing it anyway. I'm not monetized for that. He's happy with his guitar. See, he'll sing it for you. He'll sing you something real sweet. Won't you, brah? We'll put him over there. He's cool looking. Ooh, I like this dude. I'm gonna cover up the one thing. But, you know, it's maybe like Dick Tracy-ish. Dick Tracy-ish. It's like Dick Tracy. Let me just move it to the side and just make sure I'm not losing something else. We're losing a car. Let's put the car on top of it. Just, you know, don't want to cross any lines. And these old phones, if you wanted to make something, this is actually kind of cool. So it looks like just an advertisement. Looks just like an advertisement. That's cool. But what your creative brain says, this is actually Vanity Fair here, huh? Vanity Fair Hollywood, Oscar edition. But if you cut this out, and you cut out this, and then you cut this out, and then made something crazy, like you could even keep the free app and all that stuff on it, but it could be like your own like little version of it, of like the app or stuff coming out of it. It just seems like an opportunity to make something pop out of these screens, but then still keep the free app stuff like that, and it would be very surreal. Very different. See, mine's not like a lot of the surreal artists. I like to keep it simple and fast and fun, and that's why a lot of my quick collage arts are just quick. They're just fun. Like, why am I going to sit here and dwell on it for a month? You know what I'm saying? This isn't some masterpiece. I'm just having fun with it. Ooh, those are very fitting. Are they breathable though? I could feel my stuff sweating already just thinking about putting those on. Anyway, we'll just keep on flipping. Keep on flipping. That's jazzy. That's groovy. It's jazzy fresh. They're jamming out. I like it. This guy, he got his degree at Harvard. No, sorry. Western Governors University. Where is that? Perhaps. I'm not really sure. Okay, I was going to get that out of the way because the other side, but deep sea creatures, they're like aliens. They don't belong on this planet. Let's cut through some more here. This one's really thick. Apologies if I get a little loud there because I am not actually hearing my voice this time. I just changed my mic setup and decided. See, I'm used to studio recording. I'm used to being in a studio recording, hearing everything. And it's instant though. It's just like instantly. But with this streaming software and all the streaming stuff, there's just this delay. And I've messed with the latency. Trust me, I've messed with it, and it may just be my computer and the way that it's set up because I don't have a sound card, I don't have a mixing board or anything like that. I'm just plugged into the laptop, so you know, could be that, could be the processing, you know what I'm saying? So I just have this I can't get rid of it. It's a tiny little delay, and I'm used to being in the studio hearing your voice like really good, and so not being able to hear my voice like that is kind of strange. Or if you hear that tiny little delay, it'll start driving you crazy. It will. I mean, if you ever do it, some people say it doesn't bother them, but to me, it just freaks me out. I can't think. It jumbles my thoughts. Not that they're not already jumbled, you know what I'm saying? So here's a BlackBerry. You remember when BlackBerry dominated the cell phone market? They were dominating it. They had all the market share. Dude, you got to evolve over time. What happened, dude? Like, you should have just evolved with like the apps and stuff like that. You just wanted to keep it like a little mail device. I think people would still want this these days. And like we were talking about with the sidekicks, I think the sidekick phones are really cool. If you had an iPhone and then it just pushed it and pops open like that, and now you have a keyboard, I would love that. I would love that. I would buy that. I mean, I bought the new iPhone anyway, but I think you should do it. You should evolve. You should evolve with time, dude. Make an iPhone that flips out and has a keyboard. It would change the game. And then you'd be looking at your screen. You could watch these streams and it would look like sideways, and it wouldn't be this little thing up in the corner. I guess you could just tilt your phone sideways, but you know, and yeah, we have the little keyboards that pop up and stuff, but I just think having the physical keyboard would be cool. It would be cool. It would be helpful. It wouldn't be on the screen, so your screen wouldn't get small. You could just, you know, them thumb warriors and stuff. You could type all types of bad messages in my live stream. Please don't. Trying to keep it cool and family friendly around here, and it's just don't really want that kind of community stuff going on. I want everybody to feel comfortable when they're sharing their collages on here, because we're going to get to that here in the future, and I just want everyone to feel like they can. This is not like high-end art, and we don't share stuff. I actually tried to share one of mine in like a Face Crook. I was on Face Crook, and they there's like a group there, and I was like, oh, I just made this one. I just wanted to share it with somebody, so I just posted it in there, and they like wouldn't allow it to go on into the group. They're posting a bunch of other weird random stuff. Now, is mine all prestigious or anything? No, but it was cool. It was interesting. I can't get no love, but it's either just like gatekeeping and stuff. I don't know. I won't gatekeep anything that I do. I show you the whole process of what I do. If these are cool, if people end up really liking those shorts and stuff, I showed you exactly how I'm making them. We made it together, so you can feel like we're a part of it together, and we found the clippings together. This is how we did it. We just went through, we're searching through magazines, just hanging out. We're just hanging out and chilling, checking out some magazines, and then we're gonna hang out and make some collage art together, and then we're all gonna get some inspiration, and we're gonna make some cool stuff. Some of those tracks and things are cool, but they're just look at this dude, got the mugshot. Look at that mugshot. Something tells me they roughed him up in the alley before they brought him in there. he got roughed up, or the wind was blowing. Where was this, in Chicago or something? It's the windy city, and his hair, they didn't have hair paste at that time. You didn't have that Axe hair paste. We got this girl's. What's on the back? Oh, just some old school pictures. I like her. She looks a little sad. She looks a little sad. Who painted that? Why would you make her look so sad? Paint a smile on that girl's face. Why you do that to her? This dude, why'd you gotta do that to him? He didn't do nothing wrong. He's falsely accused. It wasn't true, okay? Oh, this is beautiful. I mean, maybe not in this picture, but look at those chandeliers in this cave. It's in like a cave or something. That's cool. That's interesting. That's why I was just like looking at magazines. You never really know. Oh, that's where they store the oil or something. Is that where they're storing the oil? Now we know where your reserves are hidden. We're coming for your reserves. We need them. I'm sick of paying $4 a gallon of gas over here. What's wrong with you? And here's where all the files are at. So that's the old data collection. Now it's on a server somewhere. Oh, jackpot. That's the jackpot. Wait. I'm keeping this. Wait, why am I keeping this? Oh yeah, because the cave. Why am I keeping this? I don't know. You should see all this stuff I keep for no reason. Look at this. We're gonna get rich. We're gonna get rich on some scratch it tickets. I'm ready. Let's do it. I don't know. What are we playing? Bingo? B-I-N-G-O. This is easy money. Real easy. We'll easily take your money. You just give us your money. We'll give you this piece of paper with some like silver scratchy stuff on it. And you just scratch it off and you get a good time. And we'll get your money. I like it. Look, he's happy. Oh, no, he's not happy. I don't think he got a winning ticket. He did not get the golden ticket. Dang it. No golden ticket. What's wrong with you? I'm going to keep that. That's pretty cool. Have you ever won a scratch ticket? I've won one time, and it was stupid. I don't buy those things. I was only like, I think I just turned like 18, or I was like 18 or 19, and I was at the gas station, 7-Eleven, back when 7-Elevens had gas. Nowadays, all the 7-Elevens don't have gas, but this one was a gas station, and I went in there with my friends. First thing I did, though, here's what I used to do. It just reminded me of this right now, is I'd go buy a bag of Doritos, pop it open, and then go over to the nacho station and put the hot nacho cheese in it, and boom, got me some nachos, some Dorito nachos. That was the life right there. But then for some reason I bought a scratch-it ticket. I don't know. I bought this scratch-it ticket probably because my friends would do it every now and then. I was like, well, I should buy one. And I won $80 on it. I scratched it and won $80. And then after that, I tried to do it a few other times and never. I probably spent the $80 back on trying to win $80 more, but it never happened. I guess that was probably the lucky ticket. Quit while you're ahead. I guess never learn. You know, my brother lives down in Las Vegas, and he's worked at casinos. Ooh, there's that magic sound when that back binding comes off. I heard it. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, he works at casinos down. Well, he doesn't anymore. He works for flight, something about pilots and stuff. I think he's trying to be a pilot, and he didn't want to work in the casinos anymore. He's worked in the casinos a long time, but man, they be I've heard some stories. You know, it's kind of crazy of people gambling their life savings away. So I see this. I'm gonna have to move it because I feel like something else is there. But I do like her eye. She's looking deep into your soul. Deep, deep, deep into your soul. Now let me move it because I think the bottom kind of shows, well, the bottom shows a foot. Do you have a foot fetish? Clean that dirty foot. It looks dirty to me. I'm gonna go ahead and swipe it over there. This dude, he's got complications, heart complications. Kind of far from the mic right now, but I don't want to show something that's not supposed to be showed. We're just gonna be extra careful because I ain't want no problems, YouTube. I ain't want no problems with you, man. Jeez. I don't know if I told that story. Yeah, I told it probably in a couple past streams, but I posted a couple of the quick collages, but there are girls in bikinis. She had a bikini on, you know, she's at the beach. But TikTok, they flagged the video and gave me a strike for a piece of collage art with the girl in the bikini. And I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, have you been to the beach lately? Because you know, they're wearing shoestrings, and she at least had one from like 2000 and, you know, like 2002, I think those magazines are from. So it covered, you know, it actually covered her. Wasn't that bad. I mean, geez, getting sensitive on it. But yeah, so now can't post any of my collage. I'm wondering, you know, where you would put it. You put that stuff on Facebook. You put it on there in the Insta scam, they will let you post whatever you want. Pretty graphic. Feel like I'm watching some of that other stuff, you know. I don't tune into that stuff on the hub, you know what I mean? But that kind of feels hubby. Feels a little hubby over there. But that's just the meta for you. They don't care. It's actually overstimulating. It feels like I don't want to see that stuff all the time. It's probably not good for men, especially. I don't know, maybe women too, but men to be seeing that stuff all the time, because it's like, dude, now you're kind of overdoing it. And, you know, focus on your one lady and it'll be great. It'll be great. Trust me. If you just focus on your one lady, everything will be good and she'll be happy and you'll be happy. What do you think? We can get through one more? I think we're almost to an hour here. I like the cover of this one. Check her out. Now that's one handy girl. And then check this dude. You know this cat. Look at this cat. What is up? It's the humor issue. So, you know, we definitely got to dive into that. So I'll leave her. Let's get into this one. Let's slice this one up. And then we have some assets here. And then we can maybe jump into those tomorrow. Not really sure what I have going on tomorrow, but we can go through and cut some more magazines up. I haven't even had lunch yet, so I should probably go eat some lunch. But let's cut through one more together. Just hanging out, just chilling. We got the lo-fi vibes going on. Shout out to CreatorMix.com, who allows us to use their royalty-free music. And I like it because it's lo-fi-ish-y. It's lo-fi-y. But it doesn't have like the weird coin drops and some weird build-ups and dramatic stuff. It's just real chill in the background. So I think that's the vibe we're going to try to stick with on this channel. Very fashiony. I like your outfit, dude. But also, why do you have the polo over your other shirt and the bow tie? Okay, we're questioning it. You probably wear that watch. They actually go together, so could maybe use that for something. Ooh, I like her. I really like her. That's so cool with the reflection. It's got like a gradient to it as well. I mean, I'm not sure how good the camera's showing that, but I do like her. It's very cool. I'm putting you over here with the shower. Why did I put the shower? I guess I'm keeping the shower from Kohl's or whatever that was. Just talking and not thinking where I'm stacking stuff. This is something, cell phones or something. Those are all like cell phones in the sky. Something weird. Make sure nothing weird's happening there, because it is weird. I like the texture. Okay, we don't know. This is just telling us what's going on in the magazine, but having this, it's not a barcode. I promise, it's not a barcode. Don't try to scan it. Don't scan it. All right. He's very fashiony in the desert. He was on his way to Las Vegas from California and ran out of gas. And then he's like, questioning his life choices. You know, he's questioning his life choices. He's like, I should have put on some socks. Why did I put on any socks? Now I'm going to be having all types of blisters on my feet, and I got to walk. They don't sell socks at Banana Republic or what, man? Come on, get it together. Those ain't the shoes to be doing that with. All right, ready for liftoff. IBM again. These are kind of techie. These magazines are kind of techie, you know. Well, if you know, you know. I don't really know. I kind of knew. I don't have a lot of Wired magazines. These are the only ones I have. And look, it's advertising for the issue that we already cut through with the robot. I like that little robot. He reminds me of something. My daughter made a joke the other day. She said she saw someone post a video about it, about like you making the robot voice. Kids ain't gonna know what the robot voice is because robots are gonna talk really good. They're in the future. They sound just like humans now. Like, what do you mean the robot voice? Anyway, so the golfing one's cool just because you could have it pop out of the device. I think those are more, ooh, I like that. Those are more ones you can have it pop out of. Now this looks like some surreal collage art in the making. Cut out those hands. They're all on a mouse. They're all on a mouse. That's what's happening. Dang, you guys need to get more computers around your house, man. You're all trying to share the same one. What are you guys on that dial-up still? Sure, you're going to be waiting forever. I know we can use that in some future collage art projects. Uh-oh, there's some dogs outside. Let those barky guys go by. Dude, so today is Sunday. I like to call it Self-Care Sunday. And this guy could take a lesson from Self-Care Sunday. He needs some Self-Care Sunday. Look, dude, you just at least just trim them off. You know, you don't have to stick the thing all up in there, and you don't have to like cut them off. I prefer to knock them down. You know what I'm saying? Hit them with the weed whacker. You know what I'm saying? But geez, dude, like just some scissors. It's helpful. Just some scissors. They make these ones with little extensions on them too, so you're not gonna hurt yourself or anything. You just stick it in there and it goes zzz, zzz, and it'll trim all those way down. You'll look 10 times better, I promise you. See, that's the thing, not to shade on anybody, but a lot of dudes don't understand that, you know, it's not girly to do some self-care, man. Do some self-care, do this, knock down that unibrow. Don't shave the unibrow. You gotta pluck it, bro. You gotta pluck it. You can't shave it or you're gonna have, you know, 5 o'clock stubble on your unibrow. Don't do that either. Just get some tweezers and pluck those down. It's gonna make you look a lot better, I promise you. And the ladies will notice, I promise you that. But definitely don't have this going on. If you have some in your ears too, you might want to knock those down. It's gross. We're not gonna look at that anymore. I don't want to keep that. I'm sure you can make some weird collage art with that, but I'll spare you the talk. But I do like to call Sunday Self-Care Sunday. I cut my own hair. I like to cut my own hair because people could cut my hair better for me. I love the barbers. They're really good. Even hairstylists, they're really good. Those ladies really can style some hair, and I would love to do that, but I don't have time to be sitting up in the barber shop for so long, you know, especially all the good barbers who know how to do a really good fade and stuff like that. Man, they always have the ghettoest chairs, and it's just so the little waiting room, and you're packed in there with everyone, and you're waiting for hours, and there's no like system or anything. I just can't do it. That was a long time ago. I just decided like I'll start cutting my hair, and this is way before, you know, the COVID times and all that stuff. So I just did it. I just started cutting it, and I've changed my hairstyle multiple times too. And it's like now it's longish, and I like it. And I'm still trying to figure out how to trim the back the best, you know, because you can't really see it. I do have one of those, you know, see around mirrors, but that's not perfect. You know, it's not that, but yeah, so I'll trim my own hair and then just try to stay groomed, you know. It's important. I think it's important. And there's our gorilla again. I love this guy. We're buddies for sure. And I'm going to use him in something cool. But for men, and ladies, you can attest to this, and you can tell your men, I do think self-care is important. And just like take a day and just like trim down your eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Just take one of those. It's, you know, I promise you, it'll set you apart from other dudes. It'll set you apart, because I know that I stand out just because of for those reasons of just like take care of yourself, you know, little things. And another thing that you can tell your man to do, or if you're a man, you can just listen to some advice from me, or not, but take off the basketball shorts, bruh. Take off those basketball shorts. Stop wearing those. Unless you're going to play basketball. Stop wearing those shorts, man. They just do not look good. I go to a concert. I was at a concert like this summer, so like June, maybe it was June. I was at a concert, and I go into the concert. I'm not wearing, I keep my stuff really simple, just like my watch. I keep things like very, you know, classic and slim and just clean. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it clean and organized, right? And I had somebody come up to me, and they're like, "You're the best dressed guy in here." I'm wearing some chinos and just a little shirt. I forget the name of the shirt now, just with a couple buttons on it. The Henley. I'm just wearing a Henley shirt and some you know, chinos and just some plain like black flat shoes. I like my shoes flat, and just like the plain black shoes. And she came up to me, said, "I'm the best dressed guy in here." And I looked around, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I look around, and these girls are all dressed up fancy. They're looking beautiful, like lots of beautiful women around, and they're all dressed up really nice in their dresses and their jewelry and their makeup, and they look beautiful. And I'm like, look at all these beautiful. And then I look at all the dudes, and I'm like, dude's wearing his basketball shorts in here. He's got basketball shorts. He's got like some, thinking he's cool with the Jordans on and stuff. And it's like, but that just doesn't work. And it's like, that's you dressing up, taking your lady out. Man, you gotta do better, bruh. You gotta step it up just a little bit, man. Just do a little something. Keep it simple. Keep it classic. You don't need neon green shoes. Your shoes should not be this color. They should not. You don't need to stick out like that. You're gonna stick out more if you don't, you know, try. But when you're trying to stick out, then it's obvious, and it's like you're trying hard, and it's just too much, man. Just keep it simple and classic. You know, put some Chucks on. Just get some simple Chucks. Get some simple Chucks, some simple jeans, and a white tee, man. You'll stand out. You'll look clean. You'll look good. You don't need the Supreme t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Please don't come for me. I'm just trying to help you out, bro. Trying to help you out. And ladies, you know, you can pass that on to your fella, and let him know that, you know, maybe we should get rid of those gym shorts or those. Are you going to the gym? Are you about to shoot a free throw? If not, then we should probably take off the gym shorts. I know they're comfortable. I know you're feeling comfortable and you're feeling breezy and it's letting the air in. Don't do it. Just don't. I like that boxing one. Why am I about to throw that down? I like that old school boxing one. So there's a little tip, but I like to take self-care. I like to do Sundays and just like take care of myself, cut my hair, trim up my eyebrows. Because if not, I live in the Pacific Northwest. If I don't, I'll turn into a Sasquatch over here. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've had that realization. I have self-awareness where I have came to the point where if I don't take care of myself, I start looking like a savage. I have enough people calling me a savage. I don't need more people calling me that. I don't know what that is. It's Google. It's for AdWords. Help me out, Google. Share my live stream. No, they're not gonna do that. Someday, somehow, over the rainbow. Anyway, we're building it up. We're having fun. We're getting through this. One. I did do most of my self-care today, and that's why I was at the Dollar Tree earlier. Ooh, I like that piece of art. I don't know what it is. Hey, that smiling guitar guy again. He's bigger this time. Imagine putting those together. But this morning I finally, you know, it was time. I had to clean the shower, and I was looking for one of those Mr. Clean pads, and those seem to take off the soap scum really well. I'm always open for tips. You know, you see this video in the future, you can drop some tips in the comment section or something. But cleaning the shower, like, man, I had to. That needed it. It was past time, and usually I'd like to do that once a week, but I think I might have slipped up trying to do doing some magazine stuff or something, and passed it a week, and it was looking dingy in there, and so I jumped into that early this morning. I wasn't able to find the Mr. Clean pads over at the place, so I had to, you know, get some other stuff and just try to make it work. I don't know if they were SOS pads or whatever, but I had to get in there and scrub that thing, and by the time I came out, I looked like a wet dog because I was like all up in it, like scrubbing the shower, but I needed to. Check out that. He's about to take over the world. Is this iRobot or something? This is AI, but he looks like a dude. So I don't know. Are they going to make AI boyfriends as well? I know they're working on the girlfriends, but are they making the boyfriends too? And is he going to look like that? I don't know. He's kind of scary. Reminds me of the iRobot movie with Will Smith. I actually like that. Let's get that QR code out of the way. Don't be scanning that. You don't need that car. Why would you scan it to get a car? That's pretty cool. It's like sand, but like, you know, when they use the noise, the sound, there's a word for it. It's missing. It's missing me, but it's pretty cool. I do like that. Put it over here with the smiling guitar guy. Here's the factory where your iPhone was made. They made it. It works. It takes pictures. I like the iPhone cameras, actually. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Now, the collage art that I post today, I'm going to post that video here right after this. So, well, I don't know, right, I guess. Well, I don't know. Give it a little time. But I have one that it has an Apple Watch in it, and it's kind of with the dinosaur, and it's kind of like my version. I want people to come up with what they think it is. I love this. I'll leave it right here. I love that texture. I think that my kind of meaning was when I was making it, I was thinking like, well, is Apple devices kind of like a dinosaur because they're not evolving? Are they old like dinosaurs, you know, because they don't, come on, give us that sidekick phone, that'd be cool. But I was just kind of wondering, it's like that was my thought when I first made it, because it has like the T-Rex and the iPhone, and it's just kind of like are they dinosaurs? Is that the dinosaur of the thing? Is something new coming? But then you think around and like, well, what's coming? What news coming? Who's gonna come and take the spot? I don't see it right now, but that's what BlackBerry said too. And then now you don't got a BlackBerry. That's really cool texture. I think it's like a sleeping bag, but it's really cool, and I know I can use it for some cool stuff. Why is that just hanging out here? I don't need that. Need some yellow paper. Need some charts. Look, he's the mad scientist. Oh, it does say mad scientist. He is the mad scientist. Check him out. What's he doing? What are you up to? You look pretty sneaky, actually. I don't trust you. Are you modifying our food again? Don't you stop. Oh, he is. I don't want my french fries modified. I just want regular potatoes from Idaho. Dang it. Here we go again. We're making some modified burgers, and now I'm trapped. I gotta eat it. I have nothing else to eat. I gotta survive. So, modified french fries it is, I guess. Let's see, we're getting down there. Let's give this a hard slice. Take that. Okay, this razor. Ooh, look at that. This razor is pretty good for this. When I was trying to make the collage art with it yesterday, it was slipping and sliding and acting all funny on me, and I didn't like it. It was it was something kind of like that picture right there, but there's pressure cooking some food there. It's pretty cool. Is that modified? I'm not sure. Is she guilty or innocent? You look guilty. I can see it on your face. No, she should be innocent until proven guilty. So stop treating her like that. And why'd you pixelate her face? And now you gave her buck teeth. She doesn't have buck teeth. You just made her look like she has buck teeth. That's shade. Throwing that shade around. We're gonna get rid of that. And look at this flying car. Oh, are you down to ride in that? Who wants to take a ride in that and go fast? You want to go faster? You can go faster in that thing. I don't trust it. Look, you got to get on the ladder to change the propeller on that thing. No, I know it's science, but I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, no. This is him at work. This is his face at work. He's just, I gotta get out of here. I'm stuck. Somebody let me out of this cubicle. No, it looks like a grocery store. He's sick of these price hikes. Just sick of these price hikes. She's nice and friendly. Kind of makes me want to go Metro. Oh, what is it? She's a friendly gal. Keep her. Do not know what I'd do with her, but what city is that? Hold on, this is funny. This is funny because it's Intel. I can see the Intel up here, right? It's showing the city. Can you guess what city that is? Let me get the glare off. Can you guess what city that is? Just in your mind. You don't need to comment. Just think in your mind. What city is that? I know exactly what city that is. That's Portland, Oregon. I can tell right there. There's the pink building, but they're lying because they changed the signs. These are not the signs. That sign says to Park Street. No, that's not true. To Airport Street. That's not true. There's no... Why did you change the signs? This is the band field. This is going in the band field. But the other thing, too, is... no, this is coming I-5. Anyway, it's definitely Portland because there's Big Pink and you could tell from that building right there. And I guess it makes sense. See, this is a national magazine, but Intel is here. Intel is here in the Northwest, or it's here in like Beaverton, Hillsboro area. So that's where one of their big, I don't know if it's their only place, but they're here. One of my friends works there. He wears one of the suits. He puts on the suits and gets to go into the clean room, and then he cleans out the little microchip things. I don't know exactly what he does, but he puts on one of those suits with like the little screen on the front, and he showed it to me one day, and I'm like, what? You wear this thing? Yeah, he works at Intel and does that. He loves it. He's like this. He told me, yeah, I do. Yeah, I work there, and they pay me. Pay me good. So, success. So that's our success. I guess, succeeds on that. Well, hey, they are talking about iPhones. I'm not even reading. I wasn't even reading this. Look, they are talking about, I was joking. I just joked about that, saying that this is where they make the iPhones. It was not a joke. That was real. That's where they're making the iPhones at. So don't read the other text on there. It doesn't seem very appropriate. But this dude's happy. This dude's happy for success. Now, we have a whole year of magazine. We have a whole year. I like this lady. She's strong. She can fix my cabinets any day. And this dude, I don't know. But I like his cat. I like his cat for sure. So it looks like we got through 3 in an hour. Look at that one. It's really cool. Really like that. And that dude has like stitches on his head. And this is like the butterfly effect. It's brilliant. It's pretty cool. It's this one. The evolution. That's creepy right there. That's just wild. That eye is wild. And then we have some science. We have some science. You know, some science. And then look at this guy. Don't be shipping my packages to the wrong address and sending me a text message telling me that it's wrong and then you need to text it. I don't trust that stuff. Anyway, thought it was fun. I hope you guys had a good time hanging out. We're just messing around. We're just looking for some fun pieces to make some collage art with. We're just cutting up magazines, and who cares? No one's gonna care about these magazines, and if you did care about them, let me know and I'll send it to you for free, because if not, it's getting diced up. And a lot of these, I get them from people that are saying they're just gonna throw them away and or throw them in the recycling bin, and so I run over there and pick them up, like all those fly fishing ones. Oh wait, I haven't posted that video. You know now that I have a secret fly fishing video coming of a magazine haul of a bunch of fly fishing magazines, because they were all gonna get recycled. And what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna let them go? I could use a fly fishing picture. You could use a fly fishing picture. We could all use some fly fishing pictures to put into our collage art. I don't know. I think it's fun. We're just getting some scraps here. We're just getting some assets, I like to call them. Getting some assets, and then we're going to put them together in packs. We're going to make some collage art with them here on the channel. We'll start making some collage art together if I can get some people to chime in, but we got to get to that point first. And, you know, no rush, no rush. Just having fun. I got so many things to do. You'll probably see me on here tomorrow. Pretty sure I'll be on here tomorrow. What else am I gonna do? Hit record, cut some magazines. You know how I like to do. So I think I'll bag these up and just put them to the side, and we'll keep cutting these so I can keep them all together. And then once it's done, I can organize them in my boxes. We could do it together. If you want to do it together, that's fun. I'm gonna post a collage video here in a little bit. You can watch that and check it out. Tonight, we are posting the short from yesterday's live stream. So the short, it's just that quick transformation. So check out that one. It's really cool. She's breakdancing. I got the Jackson 5 song in the background. People ain't expecting that, but it's a big breakdancing song that people used to use back in the old school days. And the breakdancing, it's got Lil Michael. It's got Lil Michael singing on there. So that's fun. That's coming out tonight. So both of those will come out tonight. And then the next day, tomorrow, the next day, I'll post the short from the collage video that I'm going to post today. So I know it's a big mix of a bunch of stuff, but I have a ton of content, and I just want to share it. I could share it all real fast and quick, but YouTube ain't gonna like me for that. Trust me, I've had a YouTube channel in the past, and I posted like 20 videos in one day, and then they didn't like it. They didn't like it. They never shared my page, and it probably still has like 0 views on all 20 of those videos. So not a good thing. Not a good thing to do. So I'm just trying to be friends, YouTube, trying to make some new friends and hang out and just chill, and we can all make collage art together. This is the Collage Crew. The Collage Crew, we're just making fun stuff, chilling, listening to some chill vibes, and going through some magazines. They're really interesting. These ones are different. They're like, techie. They're like techie. Hey, I'm techie, but let me reach over here. I got some Vanity Fair. You want to read the royal family. I got some Vanity Fair. I have a whole stack of Vanity Fair right there. Maybe we'll check those out here in the near future. I have a supercar magazine there. I have a Beatles magazine right there. I have a ton of magazines. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And that's why this channel's perfect, because we could just go on and on and on. It doesn't matter how many years you want to go back. These are 2011, right? Yeah, this is 2011, so we're going back. But I like her. She's electrified. I have a song for that. We can put a song for that. I wonder if she's in there, if we get a picture of her in there. That'd be interesting. But anyway, watch out for those videos. I'll post some stuff in the community feed to let you know when I'm going to go live. Every day, probably. I hope to see you here, and I'm thankful that you were here today, and I want to see you around in the future. So thanks for stopping by. Have a great Sunday. Go do some self-care. It's a good thing.